this video. We're live. So we're going to be on live for about 20 minutes. I'm going to give you live footage of Cape Coral, Florida. I was trying to get access to the couple of the there's one called Bonita Beach, and Lee County Sheriff is not allowing anybody into that into there. So I'm gonna try. They're not allowing media. Period. So, sorry, media. Period. And I've tried to contact. I contacted the media relations department for Lee County Sheriff. And I spoke to someone in media, public relations, and they told me the only place that you could actually get into is Cape Coral, and that's where we're at. And we're going west, really deep into the west part of Cape Coral, like all the way as far west as possible. So I'm gonna give you some footage. Please comment below. We're driving. We're live. And I'm gonna try to give you some footage. Right now we are in Pine, I believe Pine Island Road or Pine Road, west of Del Prado. It's been years since I've been in Cape Coral. I used to live in Cape Coral. My parents used to live Cape Coral, and this was like back in 2006, 2007, 2008. And I haven't been back since. I haven't been to Cape Coral in well over 12, 13 years. So we're here in Cape Coral. We're really big city, huge territory. Over 150 square miles, pretty much. So it's been a week and a couple of days since Hurricane Ian passed. And I can tell you right now, I went through all of Naples. Main road, Tamiami Trail. Hardly any destruction. Hardly nothing. I went through Lee County. They've done a lot of cleanup, a lot of picking up. But basically, they've done a lot of cleaning up. A lot of stuff has been cleaned up or put to the side of the road. I took a video footage of also with my other camera, and I'm gonna post videos and shorts in the next couple of days. I can't promise you that I'm gonna be able to do it all tonight. I doubt it, but in the next couple of days. But anyway, I want to show you what Hurricane Ian did and how bad it messed up Cape Coral. And again, I mean, you're talking that I'm here for the first time since Hurricane Ian. It's been a week and a few days, so a lot has been done, a lot of picking up. But so what you see is a big police presence in a lot of the main intersections. A lot of the red lights do not work. They don't work, and you'll be seeing that now. And you'll be seeing some of the debris. You'll see some destruction. And I think I'm gonna make a left right here. I'm gonna make a left turn right here. Chiquita. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Chiquita Boulevard. So you see an officer right there. There's a lot of police. They have a curfew from I believe from 6 in the morning till 6 in the actually from 8 in the morning till 6 in the evening. I believe that if I'm not mistaken, there is a curfew in place. But anyway, so basically Naples is like if nothing happened. I was gonna go to Marco Island, but then it's like, no. I decided you know, where I first went in Lee County was Bonita Beach, and it's like, nope. And one of the deputies told me, nope, you can't get in. And I was disputing him. I disputed him to the point. All right, let's go to one of the neighborhoods here. You'll see some roofs with tarps. This is Cape Coral, Florida. The west end of Cape Coral. I believe the northwest part of Cape Coral is huge. Cape Coral is about 3 times bigger than Miami, city of Miami. That's how big it is. I'm going to show you some of the hoods around here. There's people that are starting to get their power back, but there's a lot of communities that have no electricity, none. So you will see a lot of limbs, branches, a lot of trees knocked down. A lot of the roads again have been cleared for travel, but you're going to see the evidence that this hurricane came by here, and it devastated Cape Coral big time. And you see police departments from the state of Florida. I even heard some person saying that I was at a gas station, a convenience store, saying that there was an officer from New Jersey. Scary, you know, that's, yeah. But anyway, so we are in 15th Place and 10th Street, residential neighborhood. You see a lot of the new homes. Let me tell you, a lot of these homes, because again, they're saying, I mean, this is how it goes. I mean, the eye of the storm practically passed through Cape Coral, the worst part of the storm. Let's go a little bit more. So yeah, you see a lot of debris. I was trying to go into, the deputy was not allowing me to get in. I told him, man, I'm media. I got even my media credential. Nope. So I disputed his story. So I contacted, and I spoke to someone in public relations. They told me, nope, nobody, no media whatsoever is allowed to get into the islands. And that is Bonita Beach and then Fort Myers Beach. So I asked, can I go into Cape Coral? And a person told me, yes, you can. So that's where I'm here. So I've taken some footage with my other camera, and I will be posting that in the next couple of days. I'll try to post some tonight. That footage is from over there, from Bonita Beach, and from some other parts of Lee County, which is Fort Myers. They told me that there was destruction in what do you call it, over in the downtown Fort Myers, but I didn't want to go there. I wanted to come here because this is the closest. Cape Coral is practically next to the Gulf of Mexico. So if there's going to be any widespread destruction, it's here in Cape Coral. And let me tell you, I'm showing you right now residential areas. You got a little damage in the roofs, but the storm, I mean, it looks like these houses are pretty strong. And you got some trucks cleaning up. Picking up. So you see some of the damage. You see that fence there messed up. I'm gonna try to go back into Chiquita. So we're gonna make the U-turn. I don't want to go too east, because actually there is a curfew, and I don't want to risk driving after 6 and still be in Cape Coral. But the hurricane, a lot of these houses withstood the storm. You see, people are picking up. And a lot has been picked up. Yeah. So we're live. Alexander News Show. It's about 5:35 Eastern Standard Time. By the way, if you want to make a donation, I have the link below this video. redcross.org. You go right into there and you can make a donation for Hurricane Ian recovery efforts. Yes, there's other sites. You can Google it, but the main one is redcross.org. You can go on there. I decided to put the link there. I used to be a volunteer for the Red Cross years ago, and actually became a volunteer in 2006 and was a volunteer to like 2013. So go to redcross.org if you want to make a donation. So we're going to go back to Chiquita. And these are, let me tell you, in 2006, around there, this was practically land. Straight up just empty lots. There wasn't even a sewer system. And these are homes. These homes are about over 10 years old, 10, 15 years old. They're practically new still. Anyway, so you look, you see here, I'm gonna try to back up. Look at this house that the fence got knocked out, down completely. No, they progressed. A lot of stuff has been picked up. Let me see if I can show you the fence. Yeah, it's kind of rough. Hopefully, let's see if I can show you. Pull back. I'll show you. You see it? All right. So I'm just gonna drive around Cape Coral. Really, that's really all I'm gonna do. If I can interview someone, I will. A public official. I doubt that I'll be able to interview a public official, but I'll drive around Cape Coral literally and basically show you some footage, live footage, stuff that the media will not show you. Whether it's local media or so. I'm just driving around. We're now in Chiquita. Few in place. But I should be safe. Because okay. Might have a connection issue, guys, so please bear with me. We're gonna drive. I'm gonna try to go as far west as I can. So go to redcross.org. We are in Cape Coral, the northwest part, and I'll try to drive south. I'll go a little south and then I'll try to go as west as I can. Now you see some of the destruction here. I'm gonna try to make a right turn here. I'm gonna make a right. Some of the houses have tarps in the roofs. So yeah, Naples, forget it. Naples is, nothing happened in Naples. whatever Eon did to Naples, Collier County already picked it up. That's it. A+ to them. Lee County, they're doing a pretty good job of actually picking up whatever Eon did, whatever mess Eon caused, whatever destruction Eon caused. The biggest issue right now facing the people are here in Cape Coral, the city of Cape Coral, and Lee County, and this part of the state, is there's no electricity. That's the biggest issue. But a lot of these homes, I mean, my God. Again, Hurricane Ian went right straight through Lee County. Like, Lee County is like the epicenter. And you're talking about Cape Coral, like, really, like, these homes withstood. There, you got a church here. They're giving food. I'm gonna try to turn around and I'll show you. Christian Life Fellowship Church is providing meals. But don't let the looks of this deceive you guys, ladies and gentlemen. People here, there's no electricity. I'm like, right now, I'm driving around. There ain't no electricity, and people aren't working. Yeah, don't let the looks deceive you. People are struggling because there's no electricity, and they're not working. And when a huge storm like this passes, you can count on that working for a few days or even up to a week. And no electricity. And there's a food shortage as well. Gasoline shortage as well. So you got this church. That's right, I'm showing you right now. Right there, where I'm pointing to. They're providing meals. Free meals to the community. I'm just trying to show you all a little bit of the destruction or whatever, or the heartache that is, you know, us being in Cape Coral, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll try to be live for as long as I can be, by the way. I'll try to be live for as long as I can be. And you got another church. There's a lot of people picking up, literally picking up. Just driving around. So, and I'm sorry I was not able to get you better footage because I really wanted to go to Fort Myers Beach, but it's like you can't get in there, and you can't get into Sanibel because the bridge got knocked down. But I'm doing the next best thing, or Bonita Beach. I'm doing the next best thing, and that is basically Cape Coral. Anyways, and let me tell you all something that all of you that live in Miami-Dade County and Broward County, you better count your blessings, because I'm going to tell you right now, it's not a matter of if you're ever going to get a hurricane, like a Hurricane Ian, or like what a Hurricane Andrew was 25 years ago. I'm going to go up to Chiquita, and I'm going to make a right turn. I'm going to go south. It's a matter of when. So this is Coral Ridge Funeral Home and Cemetery. I'll show you some of the debris here. I'll just show you a little bit of the debris that's here. The funeral home, this is a funeral home that suffered some damage. Yeah. So just driving around showing you some information, some of the footage here. Yeah, you got to count your blessings. Really, you got to count your blessings, because if that hits Miami-Dade, it would be a lot worse. A hell of a lot worse. You got to count your blessings, because let me tell you, it's a matter of when you're going to get a Hurricane Ian. And I don't care. I mean, let me tell you, the cold in Cape Coral is pretty strong. I'm going to try to go north on Chiquita. I'm going to try to hit Chiquita a little bit. I actually want to go a little north. So I'm going to turn around here. But yeah, right now I'm in Chiquita. I'm going to turn here and I'm going to go 9th Street. We'll go a little north. I want to show you the linemen restoring power. I'm going to show you linemen trying to restore power. You're going to see the I call these the hydro. That's what I think that's what they're called, hydro grouper trucks. See an officer right there. Okay, Coral. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I've practically been driving for quite a while. I mean, literally for the past 3 hours. And this is all just to try to get you footage, basically. So it's 5:45 Eastern Standard Time right now. So I'm gonna try to give you, I want to get this footage of the lineman. Then we'll go south on Chiquita. I definitely want to get out of here before nightfall ends, like it comes down, night falls. I want to definitely get out of here, so I don't want to be caught like where it's completely dark. And of course, they have a curfew, and the cops here, they don't care. You know, this becomes I know they have a curfew and they have to have one, but this becomes like a police state in a way. Okay, so you got a pike truck. I'm gonna try to go through here. Just want to try to show you. You see those pike trucks in Miami quite a bit. All right, so let me go through this residential street. Anyway, yeah, these houses held up pretty well. They held up pretty well. I'm gonna go through this residential neighborhood here. I'm getting away again from Chiquita Road, Chiquita Boulevard. Yeah, this a lot of the damage occurred in Lee County, ladies and gentlemen, but mainly Fort Myers Beach and Bonita Beach. That's really where all the damage occurred, like destruction, literally. All right, so let's get back to, and again, you see homes with blue tarps. The estimated destruction cost, this Hurricane Ian will cost, the whole cost of everything can go up, will more than likely go up to, estimated, it's estimated, that this is reports have already come out, $60 billion. It will probably be the most expensive hurricane recovery effort, like the cost of it, ever. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at around 60 billion, the most expensive natural disaster ever when it's all said and done. So I'm gonna go north again of Chiquita. So yeah, you've seen, and you can scroll back, you've seen a couple of churches already providing hot meals to the residents. And like I said, here in Cape Coral, there's practically no electricity. And you see a lot of these linemen and a lot of these trucks trying to repair the down power lines and trying to restore electricity. So I'm gonna make a left turn here. Let's go in here. Let's go through here. This is Alexander Carlos, Alexander News Show. Thank you for watching, tuning in. Slam that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for notifications. This is Alexander Carlos for October 5th, 2022. Cape Coral, Florida, Lee County, USA. I'm going to show you a lot more. I'm going to try to go as far as I can go and being live. And I've also recorded some footage from earlier today. That's going to be put up later on or in the next couple of days. You have another lineman truck. I'll be posting that on the channel and also on my social media platforms. You got to check it out. All the details are in the bottom. So here you go. You got a line, you got the linemen, the trucks here. There you go. Trying to restore the electricity. I'm just going to show you. So right here, you got about 3-4 trucks working to restore power in this neighborhood, in this block. Just going to show you. No. Try to show you. There. I'm going to try to roll the window down. Anyway. All right, so let's get back. So yeah, there you go. I'm going to get back. And you know what? The true heroes here are the linemen. Yeah, the police are the true heroes too, and the firefighters, the search and rescue personnel. But the true heroes are the linemen that are trying to restore power to the people. That's who are the true heroes. Just, you know, coming from other states. I mean, I even spoke to a guy that he's here from Oklahoma, and the people that are trying to pick up the construction workers, the crew's members, trying to clean up. So I'm going to try to go a little bit more north, and then I'll start heading south. Just going through the neighborhoods. Cape Coral is so big. Land-wise, Cape Coral is probably one of the largest cities, land-wise, per acre in all of Florida. Literally. It's one of the largest. Larger, land-wise, than Miami. Larger than Fort Lauderdale. Larger than Orlando. That's how big Cape Coral is. I believe Orlando's a little bit smaller, land-wise, per square mileage. Look it up. You'll see what I'm telling you. It's true. So we're going now north on Chiquita. Ladies and gentlemen, again, I'm sorry I could not get you footage from Fort Myers Beach. Perhaps maybe in a couple of weeks, when I get a chance, I'm going to try to come back down here, you know, come this way again, and I'll try to get you footage. But I can tell you something, that the recovery efforts are going to take months, if not years. Okay, let me make a left turn here. I'm trying to make a left turn here. A lot of the roads don't even have address signs, so that it's crazy, you know. This road here is Amherst Parkway. Amherst Parkway. And you got, again, work crews. You see them. So we'll try to drive. We're now driving west. We're west of Chiquita. We're on Amherst Parkway. Literally just driving. You can see, I mean, they've done a great job picking up the debris, whatever debris there was. What you mainly see is just linemen trying to restore electricity, fix the wires, down power lines, trying to restore light. Wow, this road is closed. All right, this road is closed. Probably, a lot of times when you see a road closed like that, it's because there's probably a down power line or something in the street. That could be one reason why. So yeah, the estimated cost of this storm for everything to be fixed again will more than likely go into $60 billion. Pretty much. You guys in Miami really dodged a bullet. You all in Miami, Florida, all of you, count your blessings. Broward County, Palm Beach County. The Pensacola area of Florida. Louisiana this time, you should count your blessings. Mississippi, for sure. You got to count your blessings. Let me tell you. You got to count your blessings. Down power lines. It's dangerous, let me tell you. Don't think that it's great. It's when they have a curfew like this, it's because there's no light and you really don't know where you're going to be driving into. Anyway, you might be driving yourself into a freaking ditch or to a down power line or something like that. That's why they have their curfew in place, and also to prevent looting, people from looting and trying to break into people's homes. And by the way, DeSantis said this, and I approve of his message. If you're trying to break into someone's home, chances are they're probably going to have a gun, and they might shoot you and kill you. So if you're a looter, better think twice. So yeah, we're going really, really, really west. Cape Coral, ladies and gentlemen, you should go on Google Maps and try to take a good look at the city of Cape Coral. It's 50 years old, for starters, and it's a city that has grown throughout the years. A lot of Cubans live in Cape Coral. It's like the city, it's like a second city, basically, of progress. You know how you've heard of Hialeah, the city of progress? Well, Cape Coral is like the city of progress. Up and coming. The only thing is it's up and coming. It's a younger city. A lot of construction occurred in the 90s, early 2000s, and even still, there's still construction going on. But anyway. So I'm just showing you footage of Deep West Cape Coral. What better way than to just go live, show you the raw footage without the editing or anything like that. Just straight up live raw footage. Nothing planned. The other stuff, the other videos, I'll show you that later. Wow, so this is the main road. I'm trying to see what road is this. I'm trying to see what road this is. There's no address signs, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm gonna have to make a right turn here. Yeah, so it's and let me tell you, I mean, north of Collier County, north of Lee County, I'm pretty sure they suffered devastation as well. DeSoto County, Henry County, they suffered devastation, destruction. Right now there's over 1 million people without electricity right now. I don't want to go too much more north because I got to start heading back, but I am going to show you this road. And Cape Coral just goes more and more and more west. Like, it's right next to the Gulf of Mexico. But I'm going to show you, and you see a lot of linemen, a lot of hydro, I think you call those trucks the hydro grouper trucks. That's what they're called, bucket trucks. We can call them bucket trucks. And the trucks that drill holes to the ground, just trying to restore electricity. That's basically what they're trying to do. So here you see now, a lot of the houses in Cape Coral, ladies and gentlemen, are practically new houses by, literally like 10 to 15 years old, maybe 20 years old tops. Let me see if I can go into one of this neighborhood here. I'm trying to go as far west as I can possibly go. But let me tell you, the building codes are so strict. And you know what? A lot of these homes withstood the storm. Because I'm telling you, the eye of the storm, if it didn't hit Cape Coral directly, it sure as hell came close to hitting early. I'm telling you. And these houses, so it just goes to show you. So the building codes apparently work. So we're going really west. We're in the residential area. A lot of these are big houses. These houses are back in the early 2000s, late 2000 teens, were 140,000. Now these houses are worth about what, 400, 500,000, maybe a little bit more. All right, I'm going in and out. Elon Musk has provided Starlink satellites. So he's also a hero. But good for Elon Musk. He's going to stick it to the left-wing radicals. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go south now. I'm not in Chiquita. I'm west of Chiquita Road. Veterans Parkway is where I'm at. So I'm driving. It's really, I saw the Coral city limit sign. So where I was driving just about a couple of minutes ago, and again, I'm sorry that the connection is really bad. It was outside of Cape Coral, like in the Cape Coral, outside Cape Coral city limits. Now I'm back in Cape Coral, but the entire island is practically Cape Coral. So we're heading back. Ladies and gentlemen, you got the Red Cross link below, redcross.org. You can donate. I recommend you donate. There's people out there that have been displaced by this storm in other parts of, if not in Cape Coral, in other parts of Lee County, mainly Fort Myers Beach and Bonita Beach, that have lost their homes, and they can definitely use your help. And I want to give props to Ron DeSantis, because no matter what he does, the media is always going to rip him. No matter what he does. He may do great and try to do what's best for the people of the West Coast, the Southwest coast of Florida, and it doesn't matter. They're always going to rip him. The liberal left-wing media, communist media, are just a bunch of haters. And I know you're all going to say, well, you had Nikki Fried on the show and you criticized DeSantis, because I don't carry buckets of water for anybody. I'm not a cheerleader. But DeSantis has been a very good governor. You know, I'm the first one that says that I wish he could do something for the affordable living crisis, for the rents. He hasn't done anything. I mean, he's not perfect, but he's done overall a very good job. So we're going south on Chiquita, passing Coral Ridge Funeral Home. I was here earlier. So, and I'll interview Charlie Crist. We are in the middle. We're not Fox News that tilts to the left. We're driving down south on Chiquita, by the way. But I'm not a left-wing fanatic, fascist network either, a YouTube channel. I'm not a fan of Bernie Sanders, if you want to know my political stance. I'm not a fan of Biden. And I've like practically have no, like, the flavor of the month is no longer Donald Trump. It's DeSantis. So if you want to know, DeSantis I'm a fan of. He's done a very good job of running Florida. That's who I want to be my next president. By the way, you can make a comment. You can comment. If you have an opinion, go ahead and share it. I'm not going to block you. I'm not going to block you. I'm not going to say anything. Just be a little respectful. That's all. I mean, if you want to say to me that I'm a DeSantis lover, shame on you, boom, boom, and you want to insult me, that's fine. As long as you're not saying anything really like out of this world, and okay, whatever, you know. I'll check later, and if I see the comment, I'll just delete it. I'll delete your comment. If it's really something that's like any threats, I'll just delete. But if you want to say to me that I'm a loser because I love DeSantis, hey, I'm going to keep that comment there. We can dialogue. But, I mean, no matter what he does, people just going to hate him. So we're driving down south on Chiquita. I've provided you. We've been live for about 48 minutes. Thank you very much. Let's see. I'm trying to see the. I'm gonna look at the comments real quick. I haven't seen the comments, guys, because I'm just driving. Rodney, thank you very much. Thank you, Rodney. All right, so we're live from Cape Coral, Florida. Driving back. It's already past 6 o'clock at 6:14. You know when they're really going to start enforcing the curfew? That's going to be after, once nighttime starts falling. But by that time, I'll already be on the road going back to Miami, Florida. And I'm going to tell you, you better count your blessings. Thank you, Rodney. Orlando, Florida. Well, God bless you, man. You know, I love Orlando. I actually like it better than Miami, believe it or not. I actually like it better than Miami. But I'm going to be taking a trip down to Orlando. Definitely going to take a trip down to Orlando. But thank you for tuning in. And again, if you want to disagree with me on anything, please. You know, I'm not going to shut you down. I'm going to do what Elon Musk is going to do with Twitter. And that is, he's going to allow free speech. As long as you don't threaten. I mean, come on, don't make any threats. If you want to comment on some of the videos I posted and you don't like any of the videos, please share your opinion. Share your opinion. And you can actually email the show, alexandernewsshow@gmail.com. Your opinion, your question. If you're a business, you want to sponsor the Alexander News Show channel on YouTube, or you want to advertise, you can also contact me through there. There's also a phone number. I think it's 305-752-7240. You can text as well. Well, let me tell you, a lot of these houses held up pretty strong. Pretty strong. Let me tell you the memories of Cape Coral. My dad, God bless his soul, and mom, she's still alive, they owned about 5 lots in Cape Coral, literally. 5 lots. They owned 5 lots, and then when the housing crisis came, and we own, and by the way, they also owned a nice, beautiful home on Sands Boulevard. Nice, beautiful home on Sands Boulevard. And so what happened was the housing and the financial crisis of 2008 came, and boom, my parents lost everything. A combined $1 million. Because everything just went down. I mean, at one time there was a lot that was basically just a regular lot, like the ones you've seen in this video, that were worth up to $30,000. And then when the 2008 crisis came, boom, they went down to like about 5,000. And by the way, you have to pay property taxes. A lot of people think that because you own property, oh yeah, it's great, I own property. That's awesome. Yeah, you can own property, you can own lots, but you have to pay taxes. You got to pay taxes. There's nothing worse than owning a lot and just letting it sit there and you thinking it's going to get value. And yeah, it'll get value, but you got to pay. The more it costs, the more you got to pay in taxes. That's what you don't realize. And so what happens is, you have to eventually build something in that lot to make money off it, either to live on it or to, you know, you kind of play Russian roulette and hope that it goes up in value and then you sell it. So you're thinking, well, yeah, I own 5 pieces of property, lots in Cape Coral. And my dad thought like that, you know, God bless him, God bless him. I love my dad, but you know, he should have sold when it was hot. And when it was hot, people were buying, even paying $30,000 for a lot. And this was back in 2006. It's going back, it's 2006, 2 years before the financial crisis. And then boom, the real estate crash occurred in 2008, and that's it. Everything was costing $5,000. My dad literally had to just let the lots go. I think he was able to sell a couple of the lots, but then a couple of the other lots he sold. He gave it up in the city of Cape Coral, or actually Lee County took over the lots because he couldn't pay the taxes. And that's what happens. If you don't pay the taxes, you can default. You will default. And people don't know that. So we're driving south on Chiquita. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to basically record with my second video camera. I'm going to go ahead and record. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and record with my second camera. So we're live on Alexander News Show. Slam that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, by the way, $2.99 a gallon gasoline. You believe that? Wow. Okay. I think that we are in one of the roads. All right, so I'm gonna make a left turn here. Yeah, I wish that I would have been able to. I'm just gonna keep the camera here. We're live, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Alexander News Show, and I'm using my second camera. All right. So, all the information on how you can follow us on social media is down below this video. Live from Cape Coral, Florida. Alexander News Show. You can find it on Facebook, Alexander News Show. TikTok, Alexander News Show 23. Facebook, Alexander News Show. YouTube, obviously, Alexander News Show. So now we're heading back. I'm trying to see what road we're in. I remember this so well. Oof. All right, now we're starting to see some destruction here now. You see this here, this power line. You see this power line down? Boom, right there. Right there. So yeah, TikTok is Alexander News Show 23. Instagram is Alexander News Show. Facebook is Alexander News Show. And Twitter is Alexander News Show SH. No, Alexander News SH. Sorry. Twitter, Alexander News SH. And you can follow me on any of those, the channel, and on any of those social media platforms. All the information. By the way, donate to support. Any donations, $1. Oof, look at this place here. Oof, total destruction. I saw a shopping center where the roof got really destroyed. Oof. Anyway. Yeah. I just saw, yeah, this red light here. So we are on Cape Coral Parkway. Okay. Live for real. Live for real. Yes. Live for real. Yes, I am definitely live. And you can comment and say whatever you want to say. Wow. Yeah, you see, you can definitely see some destruction in Cape Coral Parkway. So yeah, Sands Boulevard, a little bit north of basically Cape Coral Parkway. I want to get the destruction of that building. I want to get that. That's what I want to get, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to make a U-turn here. And you see a Cape Coral police officer. All right, let's go. Let's try to go live. That's what I'm trying to do, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to show you like a building where the roof got torn apart. So right now, this is a seaside vacation rental building. You just see the destruction. Let me try to go turn around here. Actually, what I'm going to try to do, and I'm going to pull here, because this is what I want to show you. Literally show you. So right here. So I'm recording with 2 cameras. Look at this. This is what this storm did. It's crazy. Look at this. This building is totally unsafe. Literally. Totally unsafe. You can't go in. It's like a little shopping center, but it's like a medical plaza, and it got to real estate, got a dental office, a salon. Woo! Wow. So yeah, I mean, crazy. So you see, this building is on Cape Coral Parkway. Literally. All right. So I'm gonna get back in the car. And again, I'm just gonna start heading back. Oh, wow. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's 60 billion. That's the estimated cost. Pretty much everything is gonna be. $60 billion. The most expensive natural disaster ever. And it's going to affect, they're saying it's going to affect the entire country. Now, I know you all are going to talk about climate change, and climate change has to do with this. Let me just tell you all something. These storms existed way before you were born and I was born, way before your grandparents were born. My grandparents were born. We've had strong hurricanes like these back in the early 1900s. And I don't want to get into this whole climate change topic unless, you want to make a comment, that's fine. You can comment. And I'll respond to you if I can, or I will. But I'm going to tell you all something, that climate change, the sun is warming more, for sure. The sun is more aggressive than it's ever been, or has been in God knows how many years. And the earth is warming more because of the sun. But also, us humans are to blame for the fact that we do have more hurricanes. And that is because we have destroyed so many trees. So many trees. And the ozone layer, what protects the ozone layer, what was the ozone layer, is having tons of trees. Look what's happening in Brazil. So if you destroy the ozone layer, the sun is going to warm the earth more. And what's going to happen is if the earth gets warmed up more, it's going to create, there's a lot of tropical waves that don't become a major hurricane, but you know, guess what? Now you have more tropical waves that become a hurricane and causes hurricanes like these. So instead of, you know, back in time before I was born, you maybe had one Hurricane Ian a year, Hurricane Ian a year, or Hurricane Andrew a year. Now you have 3 or 4. Look at Fiona. Look at what Fiona did to Puerto Rico. And that's, so, you know, it's, you know, climate change is a little bit true and a little bit and a little bit false. There's the good part and the bad part. The good information and the bad information of climate change. So we're heading back. We're heading back little by little. I'll show you a little bit more because we're on Cape Coral Parkway. And so, yeah. You don't have an ozone layer. You can forget that. And an officer here. I'm going to show you a little bit more. And then we're gonna basically disconnect. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna make a left. I'm gonna make a turn here and try to get way through here. I'm gonna tell you all something, and that is that once we get to the bridge, that's where I'm gonna cut off and go boom, adios to all of you. But I'm still here. I'm gonna show you a little bit more of the hood here. Cape Coral. So this is Cape Coral, Florida. You see a little bit more damage. You see a line, a down power line, guys. Look at that. Look at that. You just gotta look really good. All right, see? You know, look at all this debris here and the down power line. Oof. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Try to back up a little bit. Wow. I try to back up. You see a down power line. I try to show you. I'm not gonna get off the car, but I'll show you where I'm recording with 2 cameras. But you'll see that there's a power line on the garage here. Whether it's a live line or not, I mean, common sense tells you don't touch it. But you see this black wire? I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of, let me see if I can zoom in. All right, so you see it? See the black wire? Right there. Right there. Boom. That's what you see. So right here, I'm gonna try to show you the black wire. You see that? Boom. Well, there you go. There you go. Dangerous. So you see all this debris here. So yeah, it's yeah, it's crazy. Look at that. Yeah. So I'm gonna get out of here and I'm just gonna head back. So, ladies and gentlemen, Cape Coral, Florida has a special place in my heart because that's where I used to live here for a short period of time in the early 2000s. And then I used it as my second vacation place. And my parents lived here for a few years too. And back when I was a kid, and I'm 45, they used to advertise Cape Coral like the land of paradise on Spanish TV. They used to give infomercials. Literally, infomercials they used to give. We're talking the 1980s, 90s, and they hyped up Cape Coral. My mom tells me my uncle, my dad's brother, conned my dad into buying land in Cape Coral, and that he's the reason and he's to blame for, I'm gonna go through this neighborhood. He's to blame. I'm gonna go right through here. I'll just show you this part and then we're done. Look at that. A lot of the debris, Boom. Look at that. They used to blame for my you know, them losing all that money. That's a ridiculous statement. I don't like my dad's brother. I think he's a piece of shit. Excuse my French, but he's not to blame. You choose what you want to invest in. You choose to invest in whatever the heck you want to invest in. It's on you. No one puts a rope around your neck or grabs you by the wrist and forces you to buy something. Unless you're being forced against your will, then that's a different story. But anyway, down power line, boom. So that's why you got to be super careful, because after a certain time, once it starts getting dark, it becomes dangerous to drive around, literally, and definitely walk around, you know, when there's no electricity. And so, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, it's scary. I'll tell you this much, it's scary once it gets dark, and that's why they have a curfew. So I am gonna drive back. Oh, you got a Miami Beach police car. I'm not gonna be able to get it. You got a Miami Beach cop. I'll show you if I can. The Miami Beach cop. Oh, couldn't get that, but anyway, sorry. Yeah. So the second video that I recorded, and the one from earlier today, Bonita Beach. Yeah, I saw a Miami Beach cop there. Cops from different municipalities from all over Florida are here. Definitely Miami-Dade has a huge presence. Only 2 hours away, Cape Coral. Cape Coral is about 2 hours away from Miami, pretty much. Yeah. So, a lot of the houses, there are some houses that suffered damage. A lot of houses suffered damage, but not anything intense. Just minor damage. I'm gonna tell you something. The insurance rates are gonna go up very high. Your homeowner's insurance, the one you got right now, the policy, that one, they may leave the state of Florida after this. You can't force them to stay in Florida. I'm sorry, you can't. So the only hope is that the Citizens, which is a government insurance, pretty much, gets expanded. And more money's added to it. And insurance rates for homeowners insurance and flood insurance, even flood, is going to skyrocket. So that is the situation. That is the deal. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not going to go through Lee County. I'm just letting you know now. I'm not going to go through, because I took 8th Street, Tamiami Trail Road to get here, and I'm going to be taking I-75 to go back. Just a little heads up. So now you're going to see some of the power line poles twisted to the left. And you'll see that, and you'll see some destruction along Cape Coral Parkway. I tell you what, I'm going to keep recording live, but the video I'm recording with my second camera, once I get to the bridge, I'm going to shut it down. So really quickly, I'm going to give you my social media info. If you want to, first of all, if you want to support the show, donate. Go to Cash App. Look for Cash Alexander News Show. Boom. Cash App. Send anything, whatever you donate, guys, financially, is going to support Alexander News Show and give you basically a better product, pretty much. Right here, boom. You want to see a boat that got literally like twisted and turned? I'm going to show you something really quick here. This is, by the way, it looks like there's a little fire, a little something going on. It's crazy what's what's happened with I'll show you really quick a boat. I saw a few of those, but I want to show you a boat that flipped. The storm just literally picked it up like a ball. Like you get a ball and just throw it. I'll show you really quick here. Check this out. Check this out. Look at that. It's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah. It's crazy. Anyway. And you got a lot of those boats that are just laying on the side of the road. It literally, the storm just literally picked it up and just blew it. Boom. And now you're gonna see a fire rescue truck. It looks like an emergency. And stop sign twisted, turned down. Now you know what? Now you're starting to see some of the destruction. Yeah. It's real sad. You want to make a donation, the link is below, redcross.org. Okay, just a heads up, redcross.org. But I mean, you've seen so there's a fire truck here. Let me see if I can get here to the, look at this. So I'm going to shut down the second camera. The Cape Coral fire rescue truck. Looks like there's a, I passed out. You see that? Yeah, it's Cape Coral Fire Rescue. Yeah. So anyway. So you see, yeah, just trying to show you. So there's no electricity, pretty much. Very small parts of Cape Coral have electricity, pretty much. Right. So. Surfside. Surfside police. Look at that. All right. Surfside police. Never imagine the day where you would see Miami-Dade County police officers from different agencies in Cape Coral, Florida. Never. That's just the way life works, guys. And but let me tell you something. People are resilient in general. People are resilient. People are resilient. People will eventually clean up and be back on their feet. As a society, a lot of us humans, it's just human nature. We don't give up. But anyway, so I'm recording with the second camera. I'm about to shut it down, ladies and gentlemen. Alexander News Show social media. Instagram is Alexander News Show. Twitter is Alexander News SH. Facebook is Alexander News Show. TikTok is Alexander News Show 23. And I'm gonna continue to be live, but the second video I'm doing, the second camera, the one I'm about to shut off. I thank you all. Please slam that like button, subscribe, hit bell for notifications. And I thank you all for tuning in to this video that I'm recording. I'm still live. I'm not going to sign off yet. Recording a second video. This video and other clips of it from earlier today from other parts of Lee County will be posted, if not tonight, tomorrow, the next couple of days, through next week. And remember, Cash App, Cash Alexander News Show. Just a heads up. You want to make a donation, subscribe to Alexander News Show. Follow us on all these social media platforms as well. So thank you for tuning in. The second video, I'm shutting it down. And I'm still live. I'll keep going live, and I'm gonna try to go live until I hit the expressway. Look at that. So that's gonna be, you know, everything. So now we're gonna cross the bridge. So yeah, I mean, over 1 million people without electricity. And there looks like there's a little fire. I don't know if you can see the smoke. But yeah, like 1 million people without electricity, and you just got destruction. A lot worse, let me tell you, it's a lot worse in other parts of the West Coast. More likely like on the west. But the eye of the storm, more than likely, homes held up. That's why you didn't see that much destruction. Like what I showed you, I mean, I had to literally work and drive around to show you if there's anything that got destroyed. Like right here, look at this. These are all mansions, and they didn't suffer really any damage. And that's because of the building codes. When you're going to build a home, you have to follow the most strictest. This is a boat right here. You see that? Wow. Now you're going to see anything you see is, I mean, now we're leaving Cape Coral. Now we're going into Lee County. I don't even know the city, but it's unincorporated area, whatever. I guess. I'm going to get off on McGregor Boulevard. I'm going to get off McGregor. So, like I tell you, I mean, a lot of the homes held up. Now, was there flooding? Now, that's a different story. The flooding was enormous in Cape Coral. If you don't see any flooding now, it's because more than likely the water subsided, went back into the Gulf of Mexico. But I can tell you, and it's been also a week and a few days since the storm passed. So a lot has been cleaned up, and a lot of the debris and a lot of the trees and everything that landed on the roads were cleared away by the government officials, whether it's Lee County or Cape Coral. But make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, definitely was a lot of flooding, and that's called storm surge. Storm surge. It's called storm surge. Water that comes in. Think of it like this, okay? Let me give you a comparison. You just imagine you fill up a bucket of water. You got a small bucket of water. You fill it up to the top, and you go and you throw it to somebody. Kind of like, or you just throw it, and it just boom, just flies. Just throw it out. I got a bucket of water. I'm gonna hit you with some water, and you just boom, you throw it. That's what it is. That's a little comparison of what storm surge is, and I'm pretty sure that if you go on YouTube, you'll see. Just type in storm surge, and you will see basically what storm surge is all about. I'm going to make a left turn here. So, ladies and gentlemen of the Alexander News Show, thank you for tuning in. We're going on 1 hour and 25 minutes. And right now, there's a curfew in place. You gotta, if you're a resident, you better not be driving around. think that, if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna make a left turn here. I'm gonna, Cypress Lake. I'll make a left turn on Cypress. So, yeah, $60 billion damage. That's a lot of money. That's $16 billion more than what Musk is gonna pay for Twitter. We're live from Lee County now, no longer in Cape Coral, we're in Lee County. It's about 6:50 Eastern Standard Time, USA time, Eastern Standard Time, Lee County, Florida. No electricity in most of the areas. I would say it's going to be nightfall. Night will fall in about 30 minutes. It'll be dark. And that's when it gets dangerous. Hands down, that's where it gets dangerous. I'm heading back to Miami. And let me tell you all something. You better... When is the next huge hurricane, like a Hurricane Ian, going to hit Miami-Dade County, Broward County, Palm Beach County? Because, you know, we always dodge a bullet. We always dodge a bullet. When is that going to happen? It's not a matter of, well, it's never going to hit us. It's not if it hits us. No, it's a matter of when. When is it going to hit us, ladies and gentlemen? Do you have any idea what will happen if it does hit us? Now, we have the strictest building codes, and if it hits us directly, you might end up having a scenario like what's happened here in Cape Coral and what you saw. And even in Lee County, a lot of the infrastructure will probably stay in place because the building code is so strict. But I can tell you one thing, there'll be a lot of flooding because of the storm surge. And also, there'll be it's going to be a mess. But I'm pretty sure there'll be some destruction, especially if it hits us directly. You're talking about Coconut Grove, Brickell, Miami Beach. That's where you're going to see the destruction, for sure. All right, so we're driving, and I'm pretty sure we're heading in the right direction, going to I-75, and there's just traffic right now. And I'm going to tell you, I mean, they are enforcing the curfew, but there's a lot of people on the roads. So, yeah, I mean, you're looking at, you know, Miami-Dade, I mean, Coconut Grove, Little Havana. Those places will probably, more than likely, they're going to suffer extensive damage. Especially, and let me tell you, Miami is worse than it ever has, especially the city of Miami. Flood prone area. And Cutler Bay will also suffer major damage, especially because flooding is what will destroy a home. You don't have to necessarily, you know, have hurricane force winds knock off the roof. Flooding can just literally ruin the interior and exterior of a home. You can't live there anymore because then mold gets developed. So that's it. That's what I'm talking about. So I believe that a lot of the homes that suffer damage in Lee County, especially more inland and in Cape Coral, suffered flood damage. And that's structural damage. And yeah, you did see some structural damage, and you see a lot of the roofs got damaged, but the building code is so strict, and it's updated because after Hurricane Andrew passed, that's when everything changed. It's like in government, all the counties in Florida, especially Miami-Dade, and then, of course, Collier County followed suit, Lee County, blah, blah, blah. When you want to build a home, you have to build it with like the strictest building code designed to combat hurricanes. If a hurricane comes and hits, your home's still going to stand. It's all going to stand still. Boom, survive the storm. But it doesn't mean we're talking about flooding, guys. Flooding comes, your area gets flooded, boom, that's it, you suffer. The water gets into, I mean, did you see that fire station in Naples? It's on my video. It's on my YouTube channel. Go on the list of videos. You'll see it there. It was posted a week ago. The fire station, the water just went up like 3 feet up high and damaged the station completely and the fire trucks. The firefighters were just taking their equipment out of the fire trucks because that equipment would have, you know, literally been damaged as well. And so Miami-Dade, where you're talking about lots of parts of Homestead and Color Bay, and on the east part, which is Coconut Grove, Edgewater, Brickell, and you go a little bit into Miami, like Little Havana, or the east part of like what is South Miami, you're going to suffer extensive, there's going to be extensive flooding because storm surge plus the rain will do that. There will be a huge storm surge. And remember I gave you the example of just getting a bucket of water, just throwing it. That's how it'll just fly like that. That's basically it. That's what I'm talking about. The wind picks up the water from the ocean and boom, delivers it into inland. Aside from the water that's already, you know, there from the rain, for it being a rainstorm. And what's going on is in Miami-Dade, a lot of the sewer system and the pipes, especially in Miami, city of Miami, and even Color Bay, either A, they did a piss poor job, and it's called third world infrastructure, because the city of Miami political figures look the other way, and Miami-Dade County political figures and bureaucrats, and other cities and other municipalities, including Color Bay, which was never a city 30 years ago. It became a city, a municipality, a village, like, what, 10 years ago? They allow developers to just build, and it's like, literally, they get paid off under the table, and they look the other way, and it's like, okay, yeah, don't worry about the sewer system. And the sewer system is just horrible. And the sanitary system is just horrible. And it's old. It's very old. Costs to update the sewer system in Miami-Dade, to update everything. Now, they're kind of doing it now, but you're talking about, it'll probably run into like up to $10 billion. $10 billion. And we're not even talking about Broward County, which has also got a problem too. And in here in Collier County, it's got the same problem. It's also got the same problem in Lee County. And that's why there was a lot of flooding. That's why you saw a fire station with water 3-4 feet. Granted, Collier County didn't really suffer really that much damage. I didn't go into Marco Island, by the way. Don't have time to do that in a day. But I can tell you something, guys, ladies and gentlemen, Alexander News Show, that there was a lot of flooding, and then of course the water subsided. Of course the water subsided. So we are now in a traffic jam, but that's fine. We're still live. Anyway, we're live on Alexander News Show. It's 7 o'clock, about to become nighttime. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, I am about to go basically disconnect. I'm about to disconnect. Go no longer be live. I've been live for about an hour and 34 minutes. I just want to mention to you that our infrastructure is terrible. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The sewer system is terrible. It's terrible. It's horrible. Hello, Point Fighter Live, and everybody else has commented. I've been live for about an hour and 35 minutes. We are in we're in Lee County. So the sewer system, it's horrible, and you're talking that it's going to be billions of dollars, and you want to get political about this. You know, Biden goes ahead and the Republicans along with the Democrats. That's why there's a part. That's why I'm not a Republican or I'm not a freaking Democrat. $40 billion boom, approved for Ukraine. You know what? We could sure use, yeah, they approved $40 billion in aid, and I feel bad for the Ukrainians. You know, God bless them. You know, they're fighting a war, and they're defeating Russia, and they're kicking Russia's ass. Russia's not gonna get Ukraine, but I mean, come on. I mean, we got problems of our own, and you know, that 40 billion. If you invest 40 billion in the sewer system in Florida, I guarantee you the flooding won't be so bad. It won't be so bad. We have third world infrastructure, and that's a big problem. That's a huge problem. And so I'm going to look at the comments here. Let me see if I can see. All right, see real quick. A lot of traffic. Yes, Mr. Point Fighter Live. A lot of traffic. By the way, those of you that are karate enthusiasts, go to Point Fighter Live and subscribe to his channel. He's got more subscribers than I do. My channel's growing, but he's got about 8,000 subscribers. But he's got a lot of videos where you're breaking wood and breaking bricks. Very interesting, very entertaining. Subscribe to his channel, Point Fighter Live. Go subscribe. You want entertainment? You got to go to his channel, and you will see a lot of bricks, people, masters, karate black belts, even underbelts, performing boom and breaking bricks, literally. And let me just mention really quick, Ramon, thank you for commenting. Enjoy your snack, man. Rodney, thank you for commenting. So yeah, go to Point Fighter. A little secret about Point Fighter. You can also go to his Facebook page and follow him on Facebook, by the way, and Instagram. He happens to be like a brother to me. So he's helped me a lot. He's also a partner of the Alexander News Show, by the way. But anyways, if you go back into the video that I'm doing live stream, which has been for like an hour and 40 minutes. I've been just talking. Boom. From when I first got into Cape Coral. And you just got to go back, boom, rewind back, and you will see a lot of what the hurricane did in Cape Coral. And I'm going to tell you, the houses held up pretty good. Houses held up pretty good. If there's any damage, it's literally just light poles and trees that were knocked down. No electricity, and there was some flood damage, so some of the homes got damaged with the floods. And let me tell you, the building codes are so strict. That's the one thing that surprised me so much. And you don't see, like here in Lee County, and I'm in the central part. It's actually, if not, I'm like in the north part of Lee County, which is 1,300 square miles, by the way. You don't see. By the way, I'm going to show you something really quick. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you police responding to an emergency or something. You're going to see a convoy of police officers. Boom. Convoy of police officers. And military. I hope you're able to see it, guys. I don't know what police department that is, but you see a ton. Let me try to zoom in. All right. This is live right now. We are live. Literally, right now, we're live. This is the sheriff. I think it's a Lee County Sheriff. Police convoy. Wow. So yeah, like, it's crazy. Let me just zoom back out. Yeah. No red light on this intersection. That's why there's traffic. You have an FPL truck here to the right. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Wow. I'd like to stick around and video more, guys, but you know, the thing is, I've been driving around like crazy. I'm tired, and I've tried to show you as much footage as I can possibly show you. There's different police departments, and I've seen Miami Beach Police, Surfside Police. I have seen Fort Lauderdale Police. I saw, you know, that's police. Fire rescue, I saw Cocoa Beach fire rescue truck. I've seen, of course, you've seen, you just got to go back, rewind back. I've seen the Florida National Guard here. I mean, there's in the west coast of Florida, over 500 National Guardsmen. It's an all hands on deck. The true heroes, in my opinion, are the linemen working for the power companies, trying to restore the electricity, because that's essential. Yes, God bless the police. God bless them. God bless the firefighters. They're doing search and rescue right now as I speak, in Fort Myers Beach. And I'm going to tell you, I tried to get into Bonita Beach. They're away. They're not allowing that. And I contacted, and I mentioned this earlier in the show, in this live stream, contacted the Lee County Sheriff's Office, spoke to someone in media. They actually contacted me back, public relations, and they told me straight up, nope, we're not letting any media. No media is allowed to go in. No media is allowed to go in to any of the islands, Bonita Beach or Fort Myers Beach. I was able to get access, and you know, I was able to get into Cape Coral, that for sure. But I'm going to tell you that the destruction in Fort Myers Beach is a hell of a lot worse than Cape Coral, because that's because it's right there next to the Gulf of Mexico. So it's getting night. It's becoming nighttime, guys. And by the time I get back to Miami, it will be literally night. So it's been quite a live stream, guys. It's been quite a live stream. And I thank you for commenting, for tuning in. Rodney was the big one. Thank you, Rodney, again. And by the way, be safe, guys. Be very safe. Be safe. If you're in the West Coast and there's no electricity and you're out there and it's just pitch black, I hope you got food, and I hope you got water, and I hope that just keep yourself inside your home. That's the best place to be. Don't walk around. By no means do you walk around, because there could be a live wire. For sure. I mean, do not walk around in the night. And don't drive around. Just stay home. Stay home. I mean, look at me. I am close to I-75. Ready to drive back. Literally. I'm not sticking around. I'm not going to be driving around in the nighttime in Lee County, guys. I'm not going to do that. There's no way. I'm not going to do that. You would have to be an imbecile, a nut, to drive around, especially if it's pitch black. Not a good idea. It's not a good idea. If you have to, and a lot of the, by the way, a lot of the trucks, linemen, they're probably going to stop for the night, and they're probably going to just, I'm assuming, I don't know, I just, maybe not, they'll probably just keep working, but most of the work is done during the day. Once the sun rises, and once the sun sets, boom, and then at night, it's, you know, pretty much everybody just goes home. I mean, you can't really do anything if it's black and there's no electricity. So it's been a week and a couple of days since the storm passed. I would say that a lot of the destruction occurred with Lee County was Bonita Beach, Fort Myers Beach, Sanibel, That bridge got knocked down, boom. And then north of Collier, north of Lee County, the other county to the north of Lee County, I think as you know, the where I was, Cape Coral, the eye of the storm didn't pass, but it almost passed. And it probably got 110 to 120 mile per hour winds. The part that it hit, like the eye of the storm, probably was like 150 mile per hour. It's one of the miles per hour. Almost, if not, Cat 5. A very powerful, one of the most powerful hurricanes that ever hit, ever hit the United States. And you better prepare if you're in Miami-Dade or Broward, because eventually we will get the storm. It's not a matter of, it's a matter of when. So, ladies and gentlemen of the Alexander News Show, thank you for tuning in. Donate to the show, Alexander. Go cash Alexander News Show on Cash App. Subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. Subscribe to the channel. Share the video. Slam that like button. Go to all my videos. You will see plenty of coverage of this Hurricane Ian. Probably my YouTube channel is probably the best channel out of Miami, Florida, for live Hurricane Ian coverage for all the videos I posted. And also check out the videos of the Ukraine war. Well, I've been posting a lot of shorts. I'm trying to make the Alexander News Show very entertaining. That's why it's not just about news. It's not about, when I first started with Alexander News Show, it was all about, let me videotape graffiti, let me videotape illegal dumping, and let me focus on Miami. Now I've expanded into state of Florida, United States, and world. And entertainment as well. If you notice, go into the entertainment section. It's entertainment and sports, and you'll notice some of the videos I posted, because it's got to be entertaining. My objective is to entertain you all, the viewer. That's my objective. I can't just be like news, or me just doing a talk show. I call that boring. Yes, it's informative, and it's a must, and it's good to interview political figures, lawyers, but you got to put entertainment. I got to keep this channel going with different things and get creative. So if you got any ideas, guys, definitely, hey, share it. Share it. This channel, as far as political is concerned, is down the middle. Nothing extreme. Nothing to the right. Nothing to the left. And so we are leaving. So with the Alexander News Show channel, it's basically down the middle. This country, the United States of America, when Republicans and Democrats vote to send $40 billion to Ukraine, okay, you got a problem. You have a huge problem. $40 billion to support, and again, listen, God bless the Ukrainians. I mean, I want Russia to go down, literally, go down. Screw Putin. But, I mean, listen, we can send maybe $1 or $2 billion to Ukraine and support the military and let other countries around the world do the same thing, donate. But 40 billion? That's why you have what happened in Fort Myers Beach. And that's why you have what happened with a lot of the West Coast, the Southwest Coast coastal communities getting flooded. Because the sewer system is bad. If the sewer system was so good and brand new and done right, the flooding would have subsided really quickly. So think of it. You wouldn't have flooding in Edgewater. When you just get a little bit of rain, boom! It's like a river in Edgewater. And that's in Miami, in the city of Miami. And that's because, yes, I know developers are paying off political figures. We know that. They look the other way. But it's also that the sewer system was done bad, or it's just old pipes, old sewer system. Infrastructure is terrible. That's part of the problem. So there you go. $40 billion. And that bridge that was knocked down, that connects Sanibel to, you know, from the mainland to Sanibel. You're going to tell me that that wasn't shoddy work? You're going to tell me that wasn't shoddy work? Anyways, this is Alexander Carlos. That bridge that connects to Sanibel, you're going to tell me that wasn't shoddy work? That was done. I'd like to debate somebody in regards to that. So you get $40 billion sent to Ukraine, which is a corrupt country. Their government is corrupt. One of the most corrupt governments in the entire world. $40 billion, boom. And we can sure use the money. Actually, we can sure use that money now, because it's $60 billion, the estimated cost of the damage. 7:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, getting dark. Alexander News Show. I thank you all for tuning. We're about to get on the expressway, I-75, head back to Miami. It has been an emotional day for me. I feel bad for the people, but of Lee County, Collier County. Just go back to the video, guys, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Well, I'm going to post a video of Lee County from earlier, my second camera, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Don't believe everything that the media tells you, guys. Media likes to create hysteria. They like to create a lot of hysteria. So, just rewind back. You'll see everything of this live feed. So yeah, tune into Alexander News Show, because I'll be posting video. I'll be posting video, guys. And I thank you all for tuning into Alexander News Show live feed. This one, like this video, like all my videos, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, go to my social media platforms. All the information is there. All the information is there. To donate to the show, Cash App, look for Cash Alexander News Show. Any money you donate, guys, is going to go to support the show. For me to do more of these. More of these. Think of it like, just imagine me doing this weekly. From anywhere in Florida, from anywhere in the United States. And better equipment. There you go. And Alexander News Show 23 is on TikTok. Twitter is Alexander News SH. And you can follow me more than anything. I post out of all the social media platforms. I post in Twitter. That's where I post. But I also go and I post on Facebook, Alexander News Show. Instagram, Alexander News Show. TikTok, Alexander News Show 23. Twitter, Alexander News SH. Email the show, alexandernewsshow@gmail.com. If you're a company, and you are or a businessman and you want to advertise on the Alexander News Show, you can definitely contact me through there, alexandernewsshow@gmail.com. Or you can call the show, and you can not call, you can leave a text, 305-752-7240. I think that's the number. If not, I'm sorry, but you can definitely email the show, or direct message me as well through one of the platforms, social media platforms. You can do that as well. If you're a company that wants to sponsor the show or advertise on the show, I'm looking for that. And I'll do a very good job of it, by the way. If you want to comment or send a question as well, you can contact me through the email or text the phone. Or comment and contact me through one of the social media platforms that I gave you. All the information is below. So guys, it's getting dark. There's a huge traffic. This is probably to get into the expressway. And you got, you know, everything that you can imagine. Most of these people are probably people that are helping with the recovery efforts. So thank you for tuning into Alexander News Show live stream. We're pretty much at an hour and 56 minutes. I'm gonna wait till I reach the 2-hour plateau. 4 more minutes. I'm gonna just disconnect, sign off. And what can I tell you? We're gonna get a hurricane, guys, in Miami. Maybe not this year, maybe not next year. Hopefully it will never happen, but it's gonna happen. And you better be prepared. So what can you do to prepare? Well, you gotta save money. You better have money saved. That's for sure. If you could get a generator, awesome. That helps a lot. And water, plenty of water. You better stock up. They say always prepare for 5 days. Forget that. 5 days is nothing. You better stock up for at least, in my opinion, you should stock up for at least 3 weeks. Plenty of water, plenty of food. Get yourself a generator. Invest in a generator if you can. If you can. They're very expensive, but it's worth buying one. If you're going to buy anything, if you want to give yourself a Christmas gift, buy yourself a generator. And invest in some gas tanks and basically fill up your, get some gas and find a safe place to store gasoline. Know the rules of operating a generator, ladies and gentlemen. It's a big responsibility. Never, ever have a generator inside a home. It's got to be outside, in open space. And that's what I would recommend. I would recommend that. If you cannot get a generator, fine. You better have a battery that try to get a battery operated basically fan. They sell those. I want to do a show about that. I definitely want to do a show about that if I could. But yeah, you don't want to be like 5 days, just prepare only for 5 days. That's nothing. 5 days is nothing, ladies and gentlemen. Think about it. Think about preparing and having supplies in case of a hurricane or a natural disaster for 3 weeks. Have your house stocked or your apartment stocked for up to 3 weeks of food, water, and just battery powered fan or flashlights, or now you can literally just charge a flashlight. They sell those. And I'll give you an example. You see this right here? You see this? This is connected through a USB cord, and this will power the flashlight. So you really don't want to be getting yourself a battery flashlight. You want to get a USB powered flashlight where you can charge it using a USB, and you can connect it even from your car. And you can get a USB powered fan as well. Just a heads up. And you can also get a just a heads up. Batteries are like, it's like, okay, that's the thing with the past, ladies and gentlemen. But if you can't get a USB powered, then you just get battery flashlight and buy extra batteries. If you have to go that route. And if you can't afford a generator, I understand. They're expensive, but it's worth investing in one. And so, ladies and gentlemen, this is Alexander Carlos for the Alexander News Show signing off. Thank you for watching.